Studios of Atlantic Television Network in Port Harcourt. This is ATN Special Report. This is ATN's strategy of investigating an issue affecting society through interaction with stakeholders, experts, opinion makers, and regulators. The network's emphasis on international dates enables it to address global problems. Today's topic on ATN Special Report will be looking at reflection on World Poetry Day 2025. Remember, we are open for advert placements, news and events coverage, personality, society and political interviews, products, service promotion, and commercials. You can connect with us on all our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, X, formerly Twitter, Atlantic TV Net. Watch us live on Avo TV Channel 205, Limex TV, Ifastic Platform, Apple TV, Niger TV, HeroCode TV, or on our website www.atlanticnetwork.tv. Today's theme on World Poetry Day 2025 is Poetry as a Bridge for Peace and Inclusion. World Poetry Day, observed annually on March 21st, is a global celebration initiated by UNESCO in 1999 during its 30th General Conference in Paris. The day honors poets, promotes the reading, writing, and teaching of poetry, and recognizes its role in preserving linguistic diversity and fostering cultural exchange. For 2025, UNESCO selected the theme, Poetry as a Bridge for Peace and Inclusion, spotlighting poetry's unique ability to unite people across divides, amplify marginalized voices, and inspire harmony in a fractured world. As of March 29, 2025, reflection on this year's event highlights the theme's profound resonance amid ongoing global challenges. Historical context. Poetry has been a cornerstone of human expression for millennia, from the ancient epic of Gilgamesh, circa 2100 BCE, to the oral traditions of indigenous cultures. UNESCO established World Poetry Day to revive these traditions and elevate poetry as a tool for dialogue and creativity. Historically celebrated on October 15, marking the birthday of Roman poet Virgil, the date shifted to March 21st under UNESCO's banner to align with spring's renewal in the northern hemispheres, symbolizing poetry's rejuvenating power. Over the years, the day has evolved into a platform for addressing contemporary issues, with 2025's theme reflecting urgent calls for peace and inclusivity. The theme, Poetry as a Bridge for Peace and Inclusion in 2025. Poetry as a Bridge for Peace and Inclusion underscores poetry's capacity to transcend borders, heal divisions, and foster mutual understanding. Amid conflicts, social inequalities, and cultural tensions, poetry emerges as a universal language that speaks to shared humanity. This year's focus emphasizes on peace building. Poetry's rhythmic and emotional resonance can soothe tensions and inspire reconciliation, offering an alternative to violence and discord. Inclusion, by amplifying voices from marginalized communities, whether based on language, ethnicity, or socio-economic status, poetry creates spaces for dialogue and belonging. Cultural connection. The theme celebrates poetry's ability to weave diverse traditions into a tapestry of unity, preserving endangered languages and narratives. UNESCO Director General Audrey Azoulay remarked in a statement, "Poetry, with its intimacy and universality, opens doors to others. In turbulent times, it is a vital bridge to peace and a reminder of our shared values." This vision guided global celebrations in 2025. Global celebrations in 2025. World Poetry Day 2025 saw an outpouring of events, both virtually and in person across continents. Reflecting the theme's call to action, here is a snapshot of notable activities. UNESCO headquarters, Paris, France. The 26th edition of World Poetry Day featured a multilingual poetry recital, showcasing works from poets in Argentina, Senegal, North Macedonia, and beyond. The event, themed around creativity and translation in lesser-known languages, highlighted poetry's role in preserving linguistic diversity. Granada, Spain. As a UNESCO City of Literature, Granada led the Creative Cities Network's World Poetry Day initiatives, hosting international poetry festivals with performances blending verse, music, and dance to promote peace. Kisumu, Kenya. On March 21st, TAR Africa, with support from local partners, hosted a World Poetry Day gala theme, Poetry as a Bridge for Peace and Inclusion. The event, attended by organizations like WOVO, celebrated poetry as an advocacy tool with awards recognizing poets who champion social justice. Digital platforms. Social media burst with hashtag World Poetry Day 2025, where poets shared verses on peace and inclusion. Virtual readings, such as those organized by Delhi Poetry Slam's World Poetry Project, connected writers from India, the USA, Nigeria, and more, fostering cross-cultural collaboration. Educational initiatives. Schools worldwide, from the UK to India, held workshops and competitions. For instance, as creatives in the UK offered poetry assemblies streamed to classroom, inspiring students to craft poems on refuge and unity. In Rivers State, Nigeria, the flag off of the World Poetry Day was held at Royal Uxbridge International School, Port Harcourt. Dignitaries in attendance were Mrs. Omolola Otebolaku, proprietress, Royal Uxbridge International School, Ambassador Emmanuel Echiogu, founder, Executive Director of Youth Orientation for Development, YOD, Mr. Momo Urel, Program Director, YOD, Mr. Greatman Badum, State Coordinator, YOD UNESCO, CEO, Maiden International Education Center, Mr. John Best Uche, Assistant State Coordinator, YOD UNESCO. Atlantic Television Network, 99.5 Wish FM, Super 93.2 FM, pupils of Montessori Lighthouse School, pupils/students of Royal Uxbridge International School, poets and literature enthusiasts. The event kick-started with the recognition of dignitaries, followed by the national anthem. The welcome address was presented by the proprietors, Royal Uxbridge International School, Mrs. Omolola Otebolaku.
Today we gather to celebrate the beauty, power, and universality of poetry. UNESCO World Poetry Day is a testament to the enduring impact of this ancient art form on human culture and society. Poetry has the unique ability to capture the essence of human experience, to express the deepest emotions, and to inspire us to strive for a better world. Through poetry, we can bridge cultural divides, foster empathy, and promote understanding. As we celebrate this special day, let us pay tribute to the poets who have shaped our world with their works. From the classic to the contemporary voices, poetry has been a source of solace, inspiration, and guidance. Let us also recognize the critical role that poetry plays in preserving our cultural heritage, promoting and embracing diversity, and empowering marginalized voices. As we move forward in an increasingly complex and interconnected world, poetry reminds us of our shared humanity. It encourages us to slow down, reflect, and appreciate the beauty of the world that surrounds us.
Each of the dignitaries took turn in addressing the theme of this year's World Poetry Day. The convener, Badam Greatman, recounts the efforts made in 5 years to drag in the state government to make sure poetry gains the well-deserved recognition in the state. He also highlighted the challenges faced in making sure that poetry survives in the state and the success recorded in 5 years, as well as announcing the plan for a grand finale where poets or writers could be awarded.
Poetry has a way of expressing emotions, expressing ideologies, expressing our inner feelings. Poetry finds expression in every aspect of life, and then it is worth celebrating. That's why UNESCO set aside a day, March 31st, every year to honor poetry as well poets across the globe. The president and founder of UNESCO, YMP, has pushed this vision, has steered this course for over 2 decades. Out of the curiosity to ensure that our people get the best, in 2021, we had the first UNESCO poetry competition, courtesy UNESCO YMP, in collaboration with the International Organization. She said, thank you for bringing back UNESCO activities to Rivers State. Ambassador, thank you for bringing UNESCO activities back to Rivers State. And we will celebrate Ambassador.
He also highlighted the challenges faced in making sure that poetry survives in the state and the successes he also recorded in 5 years, as well as announcing the plan for a grand finale where poets or writers would be awarded.
Recounting well with the past breakthrough, I realized yesterday that this is 5 years down the line. 5 years of propagating the UNESCO ideals in Rivers State. 5 years of promoting the drive for quality education among young people. So what we did was this. We ensured that the government is a part of what we are doing. I want you guys to listen and I want you guys to participate. When the competition is announced, when the ambassador gives you the brief you need to hear about the UNESCO World Poetry Day, when all is said and done, it is important to note that the schools in attendance here should take it back home that this competition is open for participation to as much persons as possible from your individual schools.
Mr. Emmanuel Echiogu expressed his appreciation and celebrates poets who have used their words to inspire, to heal, to challenge, and to uplift.
We also honor the poets, past and present, who have used their words to inspire, to heal, to challenge, and to uplift. We celebrate the diversity of poetry, its many forms, styles, and voices. Poetry has the power to connect us, to bridge gaps, and to foster empathy. It has the power to give voice to the voiceless, to speak truth, to power and to challenge social injustice.
Mr. Momo Durrell emphasized more on the planned competition ahead of the grand finale.
I always to talk about the poetry competition. Like the state coordinator mentioned earlier, this competition has been ongoing now since 2021. This edition is going to be the 5th one. Just
that last year we were not able to conclude access competition. What we're doing is to give students from various schools opportunity to enter, send in their entry on various topics that we have selected and we really have now to allow you to participate, like the ambassador did mention, the essence of the competition. But it's not just a competition, it's more than you taking part in the competition. It is giving you a platform to express your mind in the happenings in our society. That's one beautiful thing about poetry and literature. It allows you to express yourself. I need to say that the society is not just made up of adults, not just made up of grown-ups. The society is made up of young people as well. And you have a say in the society. So this competition is giving you the opportunity to express yourself, have a say in society.
Gentlemen of the press were not left out as they took turn to seek more clarity as regards the theme, government inclusion, and a possibility of allowing poets write about a personal topic other than a stipulated one.
The head of programs, the admin manager, appeals to students and people to ensure they do not, they avoid plagiarism. So, what measures does the board you intend to set before that takes some of these source private legal? What is the license choice of this SSP? And how does align with current level happening facing right now? Also, I want to know how successful elevation opportunities and institutional and other options and inclusivity in 2025. You always define question as the tool or expression of the love. I ask, when you choose topics and things, you restricting the freedom of the mind and expressing expression of the mind in the inner act, which I have, and it doesn't fit to the theme of the year. You don't really complete a free category that doesn't have to be what you have.
The highlights of the event was poetic rendition by the pupils of Montessori Lighthouse School and Royal Uxbridge International School with titles such as Choices, Tiny Speed, Wonders of Science, Dream Big, Unity.
On this World Poetry Day, I am here to say a poem called Tiny Seed. The tiny seed, so small and round, falls gently to the waiting ground. With the rain and the sun, it starts to grow, and soon it blooms for all to show. Thank you.
Science has shaped the world so bright. It brings the darkened minds to light. Through prayer and tools we rise each day, advancing life in every way, a beacon shining and bright. It sends our voices far and wide. Let's shift and planes with ease now glide. It builds the homes where we reside, gives warmth and food our needs supply. A force that can never be denied. Yet science warns of woes we face, of warning winds and time's twisted pace. Its wisdom calls for careful hands to heal the earth with thoughtful plans and keep it safe for every function.
Mother is blessed, yet thinkers. Resources in abundance, but our offspring starve.
All others turmoil caused by bias. How you act in how to put.
Competence not, Mother said no. Why? He asked. Our time differs.
Competent vet. Mother said no. And as the story goes, she kicked him out.
Today, tears are bound around her eyes. So much strife that she feels stuck. Time over competent, eating her peace, and now she is no more.
Whoa, always about competence.
Competent unite, competent will.
Outer shines both old and new, a precious gift for me and you. It tells our tales both bright and bold, a need to the ancestors of old, our heritage so rich and true. Traditions guide the way we live and teach us values we must give. Through songs and dances, stories told.
Mr. John Best Uche gave the vote of thanks.
Ambassador, the President, YOD UNESCO NGO, Ambassador Emmanuel Ijoku, and then on behalf of the head of programs, Mr. Omar Uriel, on behalf of my state coordinator, Mr. Grayman Bana, who is also the CEO and founder of Making International Education Center, and of course, our host, Mrs. Omolola. As I said, I want to appreciate everyone for coming out for this, inaugural event, at least the flag event for the World Poetry Day competition of YOD UNESCO. And now I want to appreciate specifically the President and CEO Atlantic Television Network. Thank you so very much.
Poetry's Impact, Voices of Peace and Inclusion. The 2025 theme inspired works that resonated deeply. Poets like Denis Levertov, whose lines call for imagination of peace over imagination of disaster, were revisited, while contemporary voices emerged. In India, poets drew from the legacy of Tagore and Kabir to address social harmony. In conflict zones, spoken word artists used poetry to process trauma and advocate for reconciliation, proving its therapeutic and unifying power. The UNESCO Creative Cities Network, now spanning 350 cities, played a pivotal role. Cities like Rio de Janeiro, the 2025 World Book Capital, and Kozhikode, India, hosted events like Poetry to Sustainable Development Goals, particularly SDG 16, Peace, Justice, and Strong Institutions. Challenges and opportunities. Despite his promise, poetry faces challenges in reaching broader audiences. Accessibility remains an issue in regions with limited literacy or digital infrastructure. However, 2025's celebrations leverage technology, live streams, e-anthologies, and interactive poetry platforms, bridging these gaps. The theme also sparked discussions on inclusivity, urging poets to address systemic inequalities and amplify underrepresented voices, such as those in endangered languages like Maori or Quechua. In conclusion, World Poetry Day 2025, under the theme, Poetry as a Bridge for Peace and Inclusion, reaffirmed poetry's timeless relevance. From Kisumu's gala to Paris recitals, the day showcased how words can mend, connect, and inspire as the world navigates this division and strife. Poetry stands as a beacon, fragile yet resilient, reminding us, in the words of Rumi, wherever you love, you are. On March 21, 2025, this art from proved once again that it is not just a luxury, but a necessity for a more peaceful, inclusive world. Victor Peter reporting for Atlantic Television Network. Remember, we are open for adverts placement, news and events coverage, personality, society and political interviews, products, service promotion, and commercials. You can connect with us on all our 18 socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1, X, formerly Twitter, Atlantic TV Net. It's live on Avo TV channel 205, Limex TV, the Fastech platform, Apple TV, Niger TV, Iroko TV, or on our website www.atlanticnetwork.tv.